Alright, updated chart for the 5th. I'm on vacation right now, but woke up to the market going down pretty substantially, down about 2% today. But the question is this really break the chart, or are we starting the downtrend right now and all of this was completely wrong, or is this the end of the pullback that we started from June 17th all the way to June 28th, the pullback? Is it finishing now, or is this the start of the downtrend all the way to 330, 340? And it looks like this is probably more than likely going to be the C wave right here. So I don't remember exactly what I said in the last video, but this looks like the B wave right here, and the C wave now coming today for the end of the overall B wave. So something like this. So we have A, B, C, B, and then C for the overall B wave. And so it's just delayed a little bit, but we should get a move higher here soon. And then the dollar keeps on extending out. So I'll have to change my targets on that. But I went through and all the what I thought was the fourth wave was not correct. We are actually still in the overall third wave. And I mean, you can verify that with a monthly chart. If you just look at the monthly chart, we had 1, 2, and then it's been all green bars since June of 2021. So it's been over a year of just green bars in the dollar. So I'll start using that as a verification as when the fourth wave starts. We start seeing a red candle on the monthly chart. But if you zoom in here, I went through it again today. You have 1, 2, and then this is where it gets pretty complicated because this wave keeps on going on. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically. This is 4 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Then we have 3, 4, and then this is where the extended wave happens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what it's looking like right now. We got a candle. It looks like it could be the top as well. Remains to be seen. But I think the dollar, at this point, it should be putting it at top. So this was actually the fourth wave of an extended wave. This third wave has gone on since, like I said, May of 2021 till now. So a fourth wave might last longer than we think. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I would like to see, let me see here. And let's say this is the top right here. You'd want to see something outside of this parallel line. So let's say we go to August somewhere. We'd want to see at least like 102.50 or so for the fourth wave. So that's what makes me think the uptrend is still intact. And who knows, the fourth wave, if this third wave lasted all the way for a year, the fourth wave might last a couple months at least. So all these projections could be off timing wise, but we still have A, B, should have a C wave up here. It's just really, when you're doing this kind of stuff, it's really hard to be patient and figure out the timing. And so the timing could be way off. This could go all the way into the election. Who knows? Or the midterms. Probably not, though. I still think it's probably going to be, my original prediction was early August. And so I think that's still a good prediction for this. And then the 10-year yield, look at that real quick. Ten-year yield is doing exactly what we were talking about in the last few videos. It's starting the descent down into the second wave, which is actually bearish for stocks. But in order for this move up here that I'm calling for, we're probably going to get some kind of like move down here and then a slight rise in yields for like a second wave or a B wave, one of the two. And so that's going to make stocks go up higher as well. And then the last thing to look at is the VIX. And the VIX is still like staying in the same area. 28 is really nothing that much. Excuse me. I still see this as going down to the low 20s when this finally does end up melting up. But yeah, this B wave's taken a little bit longer than I would have thought. But I think in the past videos I said this A wave could have been the end of the whole thing. It could have been ABC and been done. But it's looking like it's ABC, ABC, and then probably a quick move, or it could be extended too. Like I said, it could go all the way back to the very beginning of this, so 362, and still melt up here into the 400 to 415 area here eventually. So the only thing that really changed though, the SPY forecast didn't really change, 10-year yield didn't change, VIX didn't change. The only thing that changed is this dollar, and the dollar just keeps on extending. But again, we'll wait on the monthly chart and just see when this fourth wave begins. Everything else looks good, and you can see, look how overbought this is too. And when it got there in 2015, it went all the way down to 35 by March of 18. So dollar's hot, and it should be correcting here soon. Looks like the market's going down a little bit more right now. Let's take a look a little bit more in depth and just see where this is. So based on that, I would say my target would probably be something like $372 to $371. But then again, it could be an extended fifth wave. You don't know. So, but this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like, and then we'll get one more move down here for 5, and be completely finished with that wave, hopefully. But there's nothing really worrying to see in the market, even though it's down 2%. It's not really worrying, just finishing up a standard move for this B wave, and we should see this melt up here beginning soon. If it does break this and goes like way lower, then obviously I would change my forecast, but nothing really worrying right now. So I'll put out an update tomorrow or the next day. Let's see what happens, but I think the melt up should start within the next couple of days, hopefully.